Yeah, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Are you working on the site?
No.
What is it you're up to at the moment?
It's on a need-to-know basis.
I need to know.
Sorry?
I need to know.
It's just a bit private, that's all.
It's what?
Private.
It's private?
Yeah.
With who?
Oh, just with me.
What are you drawing?
Oh, it's just on a need-to-know basis, really.
Right, okay. Do you live around here?
I just can't say.
Why can't you say?
I just like to remain private if I can. It's fully transparent, like, there's nothing.
I can see that. I'm just trying to establish what it is you're drawing at the moment.
I say it's just...
This is the police station.
Yeah, no, I definitely won't be coming in.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I don't know who you are.
Midnight to 032. Alright guys, buckle up. Today we step into a tense real-life encounter outside a police station. The channel opens with a strong focus on accountability and public scrutiny of police conduct. At first it looks like a standard intro, but the tone already hints something unusual is coming. A man is about to be questioned, and what follows sets up a clash between privacy, suspicion, and authority that escalates far beyond a simple stop and chat.
I'm not in my uniform.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm okay, honestly.
So are you still not wanting to tell me what you're drawing?
No, if you don't mind. I just like to remain private, that's all.
What's your name?
Do I have to give...
PC Fox.
PC Fox.
What's your name?
I would like not to give if that's okay.
Why would you not like to give it?
I'd like to keep it.
Keep it? I just want to share it.
Not if possible, really. I think you might be holding the street
Oh,
up.
that's okay. It's alright. I'm talking to you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Just
I'm curious as to what you're doing.
just writing, you know.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. What is it you're writing?
Just private stuff, really. But it's fully transparent, like, you know.
Are you drawing the police station?
No.
No.
You can do though if you wanted to.
You could do, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just asking you if that's what you're doing.
No. Okay.
Do you work for anyone?
032 to 154. Alright guys, what starts here is a simple approach, but it quickly turns into confusion. The man refuses to answer basic questions, repeatedly claiming everything is private and on a need-to-know basis. Officers try to establish who he is and what he is doing, but every question is met with deflection. The interaction stays calm, yet the lack of cooperation creates tension. From the very beginning, trust breaks down as he avoids even the simplest identification details.
Okay, bye, miss.
Are you going now?
No,
Alright.
I'm just going to do a bit of writing. Yes, okay.
Are you sure you're alright?
My mental health is tip-top. I've got to just let you know that. The way you asked me if I was okay, you know.
No, I wasn't suggesting there was anything wrong with your mental health.
Oh, it's just sometimes the people ask, you know. They think I'm crazy.
Right?
Who's a weirdo? Muppet. Bald-headed prick. Who is he? Is he a copper?
That's not really.
Is he a copper? Calling me a weirdo?
I didn't hear you.
Is he a copper though? That's all I need to know.
I don't know.
He called me a weirdo.
154 to 340. Alright guys. The situation escalates as officers press harder for identification. He refuses to give his name, repeating his preference for privacy. Even simple clarification about his activity is avoided, as he insists he is just writing in public. The contradiction becomes obvious, claiming transparency while revealing nothing. Officers appear increasingly puzzled, unsure whether this is legal assertiveness or deliberate obstruction, and the tension begins to build into something more serious.
I need to go to the front desk. I could do with that guy's badge number. You can't just drive past a member of public. He doesn't know me from Adam, he just called me a weirdo out of his window. That's not right. You've approached me very nicely. There's no hostility here. I'm just writing on a clear bit of perspex. It's transparent. He's not transparent, calling me a weirdo. I could do with his call number. I go straight to professional standards with that. Because as soon as he comes through these gates, he's on duty. Outside there, he can call me what he wants.
Well, no, that's still not quality, is it?
Well, it's not, no, and that's why I've not had an attitude with you. I don't really want to have any, like a bad vibe with you or anything like that. If you can just understand, I'd like to remain private, and I can draw in public, film in public, and all them things. But him, total bad attitude,
Is there nothing I can help you with?
Nothing, honestly. Like I say, I just don't want to take up any of your time. I'm not here to cause you any hassle. If you could get on with your day, and you don't need to worry about me, honestly. I'm literally just here doing a legal activity, and that's it. But see what I mean? Absolutely disgusting.
Anything we need to ask, John?
340 to 503. Alright guys, this is where the tone shifts dramatically. The conversation moves from routine questioning into personal conflict, as the man brings up being called a weirdo by an officer. He fixates on the insult, repeating it with frustration and questioning the officer's legitimacy. What was once about identity and privacy now becomes emotional. The focus turns into perceived disrespect, and the entire interaction starts to spiral into a complaint-driven confrontation.
Yes. How are you?
How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I've just been called a weirdo by a
Not me.
fellow police constable. I've seen he had a warrant card, the guy in the Mondeo called me a weirdo.
You don't know who he was. What did he look like?
Bald head, Mondeo. Yeah, I probably won't get his collar number, will I? I don't know if there's a way of getting that.
So are you out here and you're working?
No, I'm just writing, filming. Yes.
How much money?
Oh, I would not like to give if that's okay.
Okay. For what reason?
I like to remain private, I don't want to. If that's okay. I'd always told you anymore,
Should we go in then?
It's going to attract a lot of attention, that's all it's going to.
Yes, but honestly, I hope you can understand. Well, can I ask you a question, sir? Is there any chance you'd be able to just show me your driving licence, please?
Driving licence?
Yes. I'd just like to see the picture ID, if you don't mind.
Warrant card?
No, I'd prefer your driving licence or your bank card.
You might not drive.
Pardon?
You might not drive.
He has. He got to drive.
503 to 707. Alright guys. Now the confrontation becomes more formal and intense. The man demands badge numbers and threatens complaints, insisting he will escalate the matter to professional standards. He argues that officers must be accountable for their language and behavior, especially outside public duty gates. Despite his anger, he remains oddly composed with present officers, separating them from the one he is targeting. The argument shifts into policing standards, trust, and responsibility in a very direct way.
Oh, he drives, I know, I can tell he's a driver. He must have a bank card he can show me.
It's got his home address, no, he's not going to show you that.
And if I give you my name, you'll have my home address.
Not necessarily.
Oh, you will. You could go in there and get it straight away.
So what's your plan?
Just doing a bit of drawing, That's me at the moment. What do you think about that? Do you think I'll get it toned down a bit? No, it's an honest activity. Drawing in public.
Where are you going to go now?
You don't have any concerns, do you, miss?
Well, I was just curious as to what you were doing with your transparent tile and what you were drawing.
Just drawing.
Just working, is that?
No. Because basically, the beauty about this, to paper, you can write what you want on it, and if you're not happy with the drawing, you can wipe it off with your sleeve. It's totally legal.
I'm not suggesting it's not.
Yeah.
Just wondering what you were drawing.
That's those nosy Brits for you, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Always curious.
But it's good to have a polite conversation. That guy over there, when I find out his name, you know, I'll be having to make complaints. It's no good. But then again, I won't have, will anything been said to him? No. He made an assumption about what I was doing in his mind, and I'd like to know what that assumption was. To call me a weirdo as he's driving in, that's not good.
Was there any conversation before that?
No, because he was waiting behind the cars, you know. Just totally out of order. I don't know. How do I get that information?
About who it was?
About his piece.
7:07 to 9:02. Alright guys. A new officer arrives and the situation resets slightly. The man retells his complaint, still focused on being called a weirdo. While he appears calmer, his stance on privacy remains firm as he again refuses to provide identification. Officers attempt to verify basic details, but he resists, citing concerns about personal data exposure. The dynamic becomes more procedural now, with both sides trying to balance rights, policy, and clarification in a controlled exchange.
So, like he was willing to, you know, yeah.
Which Monday was it?
It was a light blue Mondeo.
Yeah, did you see the reg?
I've recorded it.
You recorded it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got like a recording scene.
Yeah, so in my glasses.
Oh, right, well,
Yeah, have a nice day, lady. Yeah, so just, you know, this is for my protection and everybody else. If the lies were said,
yeah.
you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was aware I was recording.
Right.
You know.
Right, no worries.
I think you've guessed what's going on here, haven't you?
I don't
No.
know. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. It's like it's people. It's not.
Hiya. You okay?
It's not unusual to see people outside police stations doing, you know, lawful and legal
You get it on
activity.
the odd occasion.
You know, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to cause you any animosity,
Yeah.
but I'd rather, if
Yeah.
possible, be left alone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So what do you write for? What do you?
Well, like I said to the lady, I just rather, yeah, just like to remain private. You know.
Okay. What do you post on like YouTube? Is it one of these?
I could do. Not everything I do put on YouTube, but I can do. Yeah.
So is that what your work is?
Pardon?
Is that your employment?
Like I say, miss, you know, you're being nice to me.
Yeah.
It,
Okay, Scott.
it could be part of my income, yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
No problem. But you don't want to disclose.
Well, no, it's not that I don't want to. It's just the part of the activity is practice out my rights. That's not, you know.
So do you come to this police station?
I've never been here before.
Yeah, you've never?
No.
No.
I was hoping a good reaction, and the guy spelt it in the Mondeo.
That was your first interaction with it?
Well, no, the lady and the gentleman, you know, it was really nice. They're asking me questions. I don't need to answer. I'm not obliged, you know.
You aren't at all?
Yeah, but like I say, that's where a lot of members of the public have such a disdain for them type of cops, because if good cops like yourself are out there trying to make a change, you always get a bad apple who can bring the team down, like Wayne Couzens, Garrick, you know. They can make such a bad impact in policing, you know, and like I say, it's just a select minority that can be letting the crowd down.
It's building trust, isn't it, with people?
Yeah, but people like that, they do a good job at tearing it down, you know.
You've got to focus on all the ones. Obviously it's important that they're investigative ones, like they do, but I think it's just important that you focus on all.
9:02 to 12:30. Alright guys. This section shifts into justification and legal reasoning. The man demonstrates his activity as public drawing, claiming it is fully legal and even harmless. He begins referencing recording practices, police policy, and data protection concerns like GDPR. What stands out is his awareness of procedures, using them to support his position while still refusing personal disclosure. The conversation becomes less emotional and more tactical, almost like a debate on public rights and legal boundaries.
Yeah. Are you recording, by the way?
I am, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Do you usually let people know, or?
It's dependent really on the circumstance. With you just obviously being outside,
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, being outside the police station, it's just to see it's a reoccurring thing, or if there's any. You're not
Yeah,
causing
no,
any
but
problems.
I think in your policy it states that you must advise the member of public at the first available opportunity.
Yeah.
And I can see the reason behind that is because, say, for instance, they could make a GDPR, subject access request.
Yeah.
If you didn't tell me, how would I know?
Yeah.
Say for instance,
it's a discretion.
say for instance, but it is in. I can't remember the policy number, but it is in there.
Yeah.
That you must.
Yeah.
So like I say, our interaction's been brilliant.
Yeah.
We've had a friendly conversation, but
Yeah.
if you could let members of the public know earlier on, really.
Yeah. I know in some circumstances like that's necessary. Obviously, when you're just speaking to them, and you don't know at first what's going on, do you, until you find out the situation?
No, but you see, that's the thing. You see, the policies are for a reason. Like I say, I don't make the rules. I'd like to climb that fence now and sunbathe on the roof. I can't. I'd be trespassing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's many things I'd like to do, but I don't want to break the law.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty much just chilling out for a bit, and if you don't mind, just escalating that.
I'll leave.
We've had a good chat, and I'm not here to cause any problems or anything like that. But so there's no way. I mean, if I got his registration number perhaps, and just sent that in, and I asked to try and locate him that way.
Yeah, if you wanted to make that report and then complain, and just his description, really.
I shouldn't. I bit back a bit, really.
Right.
I called him a bold prick, like I stooped a bit low. Should never do that.
Yeah.
But he angered me,
Right.
He made an assessment from nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just don't want to get yourself into any trouble, do you?
No.
Following that.
No. It's luckily enough there's no members of public,
Yeah, exactly.
in the hearing of sight of it, like
No, definitely.
for a public order. But it's crazy.
Right, okay, sir.
Okay,
Leave
miss.
to it.
You have a lovely day. Nice to meet you.
care of yourself.
Take care.
See you later.
See ya. Oh, can I get your call number, please, miss?
19093.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
12:30 to 18:25. All right, guys. As the encounter winds down, the discussion shifts into policing culture and public trust. He criticizes bad apples in the police while praising the officers he speaks to, showing a conflicted stance. He admits he also insulted an officer back, but justifies it as a reaction. Despite earlier tension, the tone softens and ends politely, with details exchanged and a calm departure. This case closes on unresolved questions about accountability and perception. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.